A 13-year-old black boy, Jamal, often lost in thought during class, is suddenly called out by his teacher, Mrs. Johnson. He's forced to stand and face a math equation far beyond his grade level. His classmates exchange nervous glances, wondering how he'll fare. Some of them look away, trying to stifle their giggles, thinking it's going to be an easy laugh at Jamal's expense. Others seem genuinely concerned, their brows furrowed in worry. As he stands up, Jamal's eyes widen and his mind goes blank. The equation on the board seems to dance before his eyes, a jumbled mix of numbers and symbols that make no sense. His heart racing, he takes a deep breath and begins to focus, trying to recall any lessons from the last few days that might come in handy. His thoughts are a jumbled mess of algebra and geometry, with no clear thread to guide him through. His classmates start to snicker, thinking it's just another chance for Jamal to embarrass himself in front of the whole class. They whisper to each other, exchanging snickers and side glances, their eyes fixed on Jamal. He feels a flush rising to his cheeks, and for a moment, he wishes he could just sit down and fade away. But something about the way Mrs. Johnson looks at him, a mixture of expectation and encouragement, makes him decide to take a stand. Mrs. Johnson looks at him expectantly, a hint of a smile on her face. "Okay, Jamal, can you solve for X?" she asks, her voice firm but encouraging. Her eyes are warm and kind, but also piercing, as if daring him to prove himself. The classroom falls silent, with all eyes focused on Jamal. Some of his classmates seem to be holding their breath, while others look away, trying not to get caught up in the moment. Jamal's eyes scan the equation again, his mind working overtime to make sense of it. He knows he's in for a challenge, but he's determined to rise to the occasion. He glances at his classmates, who are all now watching him with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Some of them look worried, while others appear to be enjoying the show. As he stands up, Jamal can feel the weight of expectation on his shoulders. He's always struggled with math, getting by on memorization and brute force rather than understanding. But something about this equation is different. It's like a puzzle, a challenge, an opportunity for him to prove himself. He can feel the excitement building up inside him, a sense of anticipation and possibility. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of an adventure that would change his life forever. It was the start of a journey that would take him to unexpected places, force him to confront his own fears and doubts, and ultimately help him discover a new side of himself, a side that was capable of greatness, a side that was willing to take risks and push boundaries. As Jamal begins to solve the equation, his mind racing with calculations and formulas, he can feel the world around him changing. The snickers and whispers are replaced by a sense of anticipation, as if his classmates are now rooting for him. Mrs. Johnson's eyes sparkle with encouragement, and Jamal can feel her pride and faith in him. It's a moment of pure possibility, a moment when anything can happen. Jamal takes a deep breath, his heart pounding in his chest, and begins to unravel the equation, his mind racing with calculations and formulas. He knows it's a risk, but he's willing to take it. For the first time in his life, Jamal feels like he's on the cusp of something special, something that could change everything. The classroom is silent once again, with all eyes fixed on Jamal as he works through the equation. The tension is palpable, with everyone holding their breath as they wait for him to solve it. Some of his classmates are biting their nails, while others are tapping their feet impatiently. Jamal's mind is racing with calculations and formulas, but he's not sure if he's on the right track. He takes a deep breath and tries to focus, using all his knowledge to guide him through the equation. He knows it's a challenge, but he's determined to rise to the occasion. As he works through the equation, Jamal can feel the weight of expectation on his shoulders. He's not just solving for X. He's proving himself to himself and everyone else in the classroom. He's showing them that he's capable of greatness, that he's more than just a struggling student. The minutes tick by slowly as Jamal works through the equation. His classmates are all watching him intently, their faces etched with concern and curiosity. Mrs. Johnson is standing behind him, her eyes fixed on him with pride and encouragement. Jamal takes a deep breath and focuses on the equation once again. He knows it's a risk, but he's willing to take it. For the first time in his life, Jamal feels like he's on the cusp of something special, something that could change everything. As he finishes solving the equation, Jamal feels a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over him. He knows he's done something special, something that will be remembered for years to come. The classroom erupts in applause as Jamal turns around with a huge smile on his face. "I did it," he exclaims, pumping his fist in the air. Mrs. Johnson beams with pride as she approaches Jamal with a warm smile on her face. "Congratulations, Jamal," she says. "You did it. You solved for X." The classroom erupts in cheers and applause as Jamal basks in the praise of his classmates. For the first time in his life, he feels like he's truly accomplished something special. But little does he know, this is just the beginning of an adventure that will take him to unexpected places, force him to confront his own fears and doubts, and ultimately help him discover a new side of himself. A side that was capable of greatness, a side that was willing to take risks and push boundaries. As Jamal basks in the praise of his classmates, he can feel a sense of excitement and anticipation building up inside him. He knows that this is just the beginning of something special, something that will change everything. The bell rings signaling the end of class as Jamal sits back down in his seat with a huge smile on his face. He knows that he's made it through this challenge and come out on top. But as he looks around at his classmates, who are all still buzzing with excitement about what just happened in class today, here is the continuation of the story, starting from the previous chapter, and I will make it as long as possible. The bell rings signaling the end of class, but Jamal's excitement and anticipation aren't over yet. He's still basking in the praise of his classmates and the sense of accomplishment that comes with solving the equation. As he packs up his things and heads out of the classroom, he can't help but feel a sense of pride and confidence. Mrs. Johnson's words of encouragement still echo in his mind. "You did it, Jamal. You solved for X." He feels like he's finally found his place in the world, like he's finally found something he's good at. The feeling is intoxicating, and Jamie can't wait to share it with the world. As he walks down the hallway, Jamal is stopped by various classmates who congratulate him on his achievement. They shake his hand, slap him on the back, and tell him what a great job he did. Jamal laps up the praise like a hungry dog, drinking in every word of encouragement. But as he makes his way to his locker, Jamal is confronted by a familiar face. Tyler, the class bully. Tyler's a tall, muscular kid who thinks he can intimidate anyone with a single glance. He's been bullying Jamal for months, constantly making snide comments about his lack of athleticism or his love of math. "You think you're so smart, huh?" Tyler sneers, his eyes glinting with malice. "Think you can solve a simple math problem? Please. You're just a nerd, Jamal." Jamal feels a surge of anger and frustration, but he takes a deep breath and tries to stay calm. He knows that Tyler is just trying to get a rise out of him, and he's not going to let him succeed. "I solved the equation, Tyler," Jamal says, his voice steady. "And I'm not just a nerd. I'm a master of math." Tyler laughs, a cruel, mocking sound. "You think you're a master of math? Ha! You're just a joke, Jamal. A nerdy little joke." But Jamal refuses to back down. He stands tall, his eyes locked on Tyler's, and smiles. "I may not be the best athlete, Tyler," he says, "but I'm the best at math. And that's all that matters." Tyler's face twists with rage, but for once, he's unsure of how to react. He's never seen Jamal stand up to him before, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. As the two boys stand there, locked in a silent standoff, the hallway around them begins to clear. Students are finishing up their classes and heading home, and the noise level is decreasing. But as the last of the students disappears from view, something strange happens. A figure emerges from the crowd, a figure that neither Jamal nor Tyler recognizes. It's a girl with long, curly hair and bright green eyes. She's dressed in a flowy white tunic, and her feet are bare, despite the chilly weather. She walks up to Jamal and Tyler, a calm, peaceful look on her face. "Hello, boys," she says, her voice like music. "I see you're having a bit of a disagreement." Jamal and Tyler exchange wary glances, unsure of what to make of this mysterious girl. But as she approaches them, they can feel a strange energy emanating from her, a sense of calm and peace that seems to soothe their anger. "Who are you?" Jamal asks, his voice a little softer now. "My name is Luna," the girl replies, her eyes sparkling with magic. "And I'm here to help you, boys. You're both so caught up in your own fears and doubts. You've forgotten the true purpose of life." As Luna speaks, Jamal and Tyler feel a strange sensation wash over them. They're no longer standing in the hallway, arguing with each other. They're standing in a beautiful, lush forest, surrounded by towering trees and sparkling waterfalls. "What's going on?" Tyler asks, his voice full of confusion. "We're on a journey, boys," Luna replies, her eyes still shining with magic. "A journey to discover the true meaning of life. You've been stuck in a rut for too long, and it's time for a change." As Luna speaks, the forest around them begins to shift and change, the trees growing taller and the waterfall stronger. Jamal and Tyler find themselves facing a fork in the path, a choice that will determine their fate. "Which way do we go?" Jamal asks, his voice filled with excitement. Luna smiles, her eyes sparkling with magic. "You get to choose, boys," she says. "But remember, the journey is a destination. The true meaning of life is found in the path, not at the end of it." Jamal and Tyler look at each other, unsure of what to do. They've never been on a journey like this before, and they're not sure what to expect. But as they stand there, weighing their options, Luna begins to tell them a story of adventure and magic, of danger and excitement, a story that will change their lives forever. "Once upon a time," Luna says, her voice weaving a spell of enchantment, "there were two boys just like you. They lived in a world much like our own, but with one key difference. Magic was real. The boys, whose names were Max and Leo, were both fascinated by the magical world. They spent hours reading about it, exploring the woods and practicing spells. One day, they stumbled upon a mysterious book. The book was bound in black leather, and it had strange symbols etched into the cover. As soon as they opened the book, they were transported to a world unlike anything they had ever seen. The world was called Ethoria, and it was a place of wonder and magic. There were dragons and unicorns, fairies and wizards. The boys were amazed by the sights and sounds, and they knew that they had to explore this world further. As they journeyed through Ethoria, Max and Leo encountered all sorts of challenges. They fought battles with fierce creatures, solved puzzles and riddles, and made friends with the inhabitants of the land. But they also encountered darkness and danger, and they had to use all their skills and cunning to survive. Despite the challenges, the boys persevered. They used their knowledge of magic to overcome obstacles, and they relied on each other for support and encouragement. And as they journeyed deeper into Ethoria, they discovered that the true meaning of life was not about achieving some grand goal, but about the journey itself. The journey, you see, is where the true magic lies. It's where we discover new things, meet new people, and learn new skills. It's where we grow and change, and where we find our true purpose in life. And that, boys, is what I want to teach you. I want to take you on a journey of discovery and magic. I want to show you the wonders of the world, and I want to help you discover the true meaning of life. As Luna finishes her story, Jamal and Tyler look at each other in awe. They've never heard a story like that before, and they're not sure what to make of it, but they know that they're intrigued and they want to learn more. "Okay," Jamal says. And with that, the four of them sit down to eat, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. They eat and drink, laughing and talking, as the sun sets over the island. As the night wears on, they come to a small clearing. The clearing is filled with stars, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. A small telescope is waiting for them, its lens gleaming in the moonlight. "Welcome to the Observatory of Dreams," Elara says, her eyes sparkling with magic. "Here, anything is possible, and the journey is a destination." And with that, the four of them look up at the stars, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. They gaze out at the universe, feeling the wonder and magic of the world. As they look, they come across a beautiful, shimmering comet. The comet is streaking across the sky, its tail glowing with a soft, ethereal light. "Look," Luna says, her voice filled with excitement. "A comet, a sign of wonder and magic, a sign of the journey to come." And with that, the four of them watch in awe as the comet streaks across the sky. They feel the wonder and magic of the world, and they know that they'll never forget this moment. As the comet disappears into the distance, they turn to each other, smiling. They know that they've experienced something special, something that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. And as they look out at the stars, they know that they'll always be friends. They'll always be there for each other, no matter what challenges come their way. They'll always be ready for the next adventure, the next journey, the next discovery. And with that, the four of them set off into the night, ready to face whatever comes next. They know that the journey will be long, but they're ready for it. They're ready to face the challenges, to overcome the obstacles, and to grow as individuals. As they walk, the stars shine down on them, casting a magical glow over the landscape. The air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the sound of birdsong echoes through the air. And as they journey on, they come across a beautiful, shimmering rainbow. The rainbow is stretching across the sky, its colors glowing with a soft, ethereal light. "Welcome to the Rainbow of Wonder," Luna says, her eyes sparkling with magic. "Here, anything is possible, and the journey is a destination." And with that, the four of them walk through the rainbow, feeling the wonder and magic of the world. They come out the other side, smiling and laughing, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. As they look back on their journey, they realize that it's been the adventure of a lifetime. They've faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and grown as individuals. They've discovered the true meaning of life, and they found their place in the world. And as they look at each other, they know that they'll always be friends. They'll always be there for each other, no matter what challenges come their way. They'll always be ready for the next adventure, the next journey, the next discovery. And with that, the four of them set off into the sunset, ready to face whatever comes next. They know that the journey will be long, but they're ready for it. They're ready to face the challenges, to overcome the obstacles, and to grow as individuals. As they walk, the sun dips lower in the sky, casting a golden glow over the landscape. The air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the sound of birdsong echoes through the air. And as they journey on, they come across a beautiful, shimmering lake. The lake is surrounded by tall trees, and its surface is adorned with lily pads and water lilies. A small wooden boat is waiting for them, its sails billowing in the breeze. "Welcome to the Lake of Dreams." Jamal and Tyler look at each other, and then they nod. They're ready to face whatever comes next, as long as they're together. Luna smiles, and then she steps through the portal. Jamal and Tyler follow, and as they do, they feel a strange sensation wash over them. They're being transported to a new world, a world of magic and wonder. As they emerge from the portal, they find themselves in a beautiful, sun-drenched meadow. The air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the sound of birdsong echoes through the air. "Welcome to the world of Ethoria," Luna says, her eyes sparkling with magic. "Here, anything is possible, and the journey is a destination." And with that, the three of them set off into the meadow, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. They walk through the flowers, feeling the sunshine on their faces and the wind in their hair. As they walk, they come across all sorts of creatures. They see butterflies and bees, rabbits and squirrels. They even see a few creatures that they've never seen before, creatures that are unlike anything they've ever imagined. After a while, they come to a small village. The village is filled with people, all of whom are busy with their daily lives. Some are farming, others are cooking, and others are crafting. Luna approaches one of the villagers, an old man with a long white beard. "Hello, Thorold," she says. "I've brought 2 new friends to meet you." Thorold looks up, and then he smiles. "Ah, welcome, young ones," he says. "I've been expecting you. My name is Thorold, and I'm the village elder. I've been watching you from afar, and I must say, I'm impressed." Jamal and Tyler are taken aback by Thorold's words. They're not sure what to make of them, but they're eager to learn more. "What do you mean?" Jamal asks. "I mean that you both have a certain spark within you," Thorold explains. "A spark of magic, of wonder, of adventure. It's a spark that can't be taught, only nurtured. And I'm here to help you nurture it." As Thorold speaks, Luna nods in agreement. "Yes, boys," she says. "You both have a special gift, a gift that will take you on a journey of discovery and magic. And I'm here to guide you every step of the way." And with that, the 3 of them set off on their journey, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. They spend the next few days in the village, learning about the people and their way of life. They learn about the magic of the world, and they begin to discover their own special gifts. As they journey through the village, they come across all sorts of challenges. They face fierce creatures, treacherous terrain, and difficult puzzles. But they also meet new friends, learn new skills, and grow as individuals. And through it all, Luna is there to guide them. She teaches them about the magic of the world, and she helps them to discover their own special gifts. She's a constant presence, a source of comfort and support in a world that's full of wonder and danger. As the days turn into weeks, Jamal and Tyler find themselves growing more and more confident. They're facing challenges that they never thought they could face, and they're overcoming them with ease. They're learning new skills, making new friends, and growing as individuals. And as they journey through the world of Ethoria, they begin to realize that the journey is a destination. They're not just traveling to a certain place. They're traveling to a new state of mind. They're discovering new things, meeting new people, and learning new skills. And as they look back on their journey, they realize that it's been the adventure of a lifetime. They've faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and grown as individuals. They've discovered the true meaning of life, and they found their place in the world. And as they stand there, looking out over the beautiful landscape of Ethoria, they know that they'll never forget this journey. They'll never forget the magic, the wonder, and the adventure. They'll never forget the friends they've made, the skills they've learned, and the growth they've experienced. And as they look at each other, they know that they'll always be friends. They'll always be there for each other, no matter what challenges come their way. They'll always be ready for the next adventure, the next journey, the next discovery. And with that, the 3 of them set off into the sunset, ready to face whatever comes next. They know that the journey will be long, but they're ready for it. They're ready to face the challenges, to overcome the obstacles, and to grow as individuals. As they walk, the sun dips lower in the sky, casting a golden glow over the landscape. The air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the sound of birdsong echoes through the air. And as they journey on, they come across a beautiful, shimmering lake. The lake is surrounded by tall trees, and its surface is adorned with lily pads and water lilies. A small wooden boat is waiting for them, its sails billowing in the breeze. "Welcome to the Lake of Dreams," Luna says, her eyes sparkling with magic. "Here, anything is possible, and the journey is the destination." And with that, the 3 of them set off across the lake, ready to face whatever adventures come their way. They sail through the water, feeling the wind in their hair and the sun on their faces. As they sail, they come across all sorts of creatures. They see fish and frogs, birds and butterflies. They even see a few creatures that they've never seen before, creatures that are unlike anything they've ever imagined. After a while, They come to a small island. The island is covered in flowers, and its air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming trees. A small cottage is waiting for them, its door open and inviting. "Welcome to the island of wonder," Luna says, her eyes sparkling